when you are in a toxic environment, when you are in a toxic relationship, when you are in a toxic household for a very long time, you don't realize, but you turn out to be a worse version of yourself. You turn out to be a person that you once hated. You turn out to be this person who you were never meant to be. But because of the people you were surrounding yourself with, they were able to influence you, because it was either that you were able to influence them and make them a better person, but that was not happening, or it was happening the other way around, that their actions, their behavior, their this wrong activities were affecting you. So that's why, without even realizing, you started having those toxic traits. So sometimes, in order to be a better version of yourself, in order to come out of the miserable life that you are living, in order to come out of the vicious circle that you are stuck in, you have to be in a war with your own self. For a very long time, I had this habit of self victimizing. But the problem didn't end here. The things I was experiencing, the things I was exposed to, altered me in such a bad way. When someone literally didn't choose me, or when someone made me feel less about my own self, when someone questioned my worth, I took it to a very personal level. I start questioning my own existence. I start questioning my own beauty. I start questioning my knowledge without realizing that someone's perception has nothing to do with my reality. So, in order for me to come out of that vicious circle, I had to literally be in a war with my own self. So, when you are literally fighting your own demons, when you are literally in a war with the uglier version of yourself, sometimes what happens is you make mistakes. Because right now what happens is, every day when you choose to not repeat the cycle, every day when you choose to walk on the right track, you are actually getting a victory. But some days you see failure. That is, for example, I feel like few days back I did something which was so out of my character. It was something that my previous version of me would have done, a lower version of me would have done. But in my mind, I know that this was something which I shouldn't have done, because I know I'm meant for better things. I know that this is not the best version of me, right? So, but instead of, cribbing, crying, questioning, blaming my own self as I used to do before, I said to myself that, even I'm an individual. Imagine if some friend of yours make a mistake. Example, they do something which they shouldn't have done. And you would obviously console them. You will say to them that, next time make sure you don't repeat the same thing, and it's fine. You will literally console them. So why am I not being my own friend? Why am I being my own enemy and bullying my own self? Why am I being a bully to my own being? Like, why am I doing this? So here we have to understand that in order to be a good person, and I don't mean to be a good person for other people, but for own self as well. Because if in the run I want to have peace, if I want to have genuine happiness and harmony, I have to become the best version of myself, or I have to become a better version of myself. So in order for that to happen, I have to get out of my old ways. Because since a very long time, I have been doing all those pity things. I have been gossiping. I have been running after people to get their approval. I have been giving excuses that I have to be protected, or that I have to be secured. But in the end, no one was obligated to protect me. No one was obligated to stay with me. It was me who was imposing these theories upon others. And in the end, the only person who was paying the price for my mistake was me, my own self. Because people can literally walk out of your life like anything. People can literally pass a comment upon you which would be such bad that will make you question your beauty and existence. So, for me, actually understanding my own self, actually understanding where I lack, and then working upon it was a stage which is not that tough. I was able to identify my errors. But what was truly tough was not to repeat the cycle. For example, for few weeks, few months, I was performing well. even right now, out of nowhere, I do something which I'm not proud of. But previously I used to just feel like, you know what, okay, that's done. There's no fun of working so hard, for trying so hard, because in the end I'm going to repeat the same thing. But I have to remember that, you know what, I'm literally turning out to be this different person. I'm aiming for something which is so different from a current reality, so it is genuinely okay for me to make mistake once in a while. If I'm literally forgiving people, if I'm literally being a good friend to other people, I have to become my own friend. I cannot be a bully to my own being. Literally had to convince myself and make myself understand that it is okay if I make a mistake. In the end, even I am a human. In the end, even I'm striving, I'm working so hard to be a better version of myself. When your mind is playing games with you, when your mind is literally making you question your worth, think to yourself that at least I'm trying. There are people in this world who have already accepted their fate. There are people in this world who have already accepted that they are the bad guy and then making no efforts to improve. But here you are, waking up every day, trying so hard to improve your life, trying so hard to be that person for yourself, that you are actually choosing to heal instead of spreading the pain. You are becoming the person that your childhood self would be proud of. So you should literally see on the bright side. You should literally see how long of a journey you have, actually traveled. Instead of complaining, instead of blaming it on yourself, instead of questioning your worth, think to yourself that, you know what, in the end, even I have a little inner child of my own. Even I have a soul of my own, and it's fine if I'm making a mistake. It's fine that, you know what, I'm not behaving in a certain way, because in the end, it is a learning process. If you had it all, if you knew all these concepts, if you were the perfect being, you wouldn't have been on this planet. You would have been a divine creature, but no, you are not. Anyone who's living on this planet is not. Right now you may think that, you know what, oh my god, this person is so amazing, they know everything about life, they're on such right track. But you don't know about their personal life. You don't know what's happening to them on the daily basis. You don't know what kind of thoughts they're experiencing on daily basis. So you have to become that person. You have to be your own man. You have to understand the power that you hold. I hope you like this video. So for more such videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.